Hey everybody, Daniel J here, coming to you from Minnesota, Maplewood, Minnesota, where it is starting to get cold. Pretty soon I'm going to have one of those projects where I got to go to the local hardware store, buy some of that plastic, tape it up to the windows, get the hair dryer out, and try to keep that cold air out, try to keep the heat in. That's not what I'm here to talk to you about. It's cold outside, but I feel like I'm on fire right now because, network marketing, multi-level marketing, online business, internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, that has literally been my dream to be successful in it for the last 13 years. The first time I ever heard about multi-level marketing, I was probably like 13 years old. And this guy at my church named Brian, and Brian, he was special. He was a great guy. He was funny, he was cool, but he was special. He worked at Burger King, and he'd tell us his job was to make ice. And at that point, we didn't know if he was serious or if he was joking around. But I remember he was talking to my dad about this business opportunity with pagers. I don't know if you guys remember pagers, but before cell phones, there was these little boxes. And you could type in your phone number, it would shake, and you just get a phone number on it. And then you'd have to go find a payphone, for those of you that even remember payphones. And you'd have to call back the number that somebody paged you. But yeah, he was telling my dad about this business opportunity, and you get a pager, and then you get 5 other people to get pagers, and how this whole business worked. And of course, my dad was not even the slightest bit interested. But on the way home in the car, I remember asking, what was he talking about? What business is this? And my dad kind of went on to tell me, it's one of these pyramid businesses that people do, where everyone's in this pyramid and they're supposed to get 5 who get 5, and these pyramids don't work. And even my own little 13-year-old mind, I was thinking to myself, yeah, but everyone's on the top of their own pyramid. Everyone starts on the top and gets to build down. And that was the coolest thought in my head. And I just thought it was the coolest thing, but I could tell my dad's attitude towards it, and I was not going to ask any more questions. So fast forward a couple of years, 18 years old, I was a freshman in college. I started to learn about these home-based businesses again, and I wanted in. To me, they made sense. I wanted to be able to build a business from home, and really kind of create that lifestyle, be able to build residual income. So I started reading, I started learning. I knew other people were doing it. And I knew if they're doing it, I can do it too. So, in college, it didn't even matter what classes I took. I was just in college because that's where I was supposed to be. I don't need business classes. I don't need marketing classes. I'm going to learn this all online, and I'm going to get rich. So I went for it. And the first business I ever made money with was actually a beef jerky multi-level marketing company. And, I was in Yahoo chat rooms. I was on these message boards, trying to sign people up. And I did, I got, maybe 3, 4, or 5 people to sign up. But what happened was amazing, because one of these people signed up the right person, and this person literally signed up thousands of people. Well, not thousands, but maybe about 1,000, maybe like 800 or 900 people or something like that. And to me, that was just mind-blowing. Look at all these people in my downline. I only had to recruit 4 people. Now I have 800. And keep in mind, this is beef jerky MLM. So, it costs $12 a month for 2 bags of beef jerky. So even with 800, 900 people in my downline, I'm still only making like $300 or $400 a month. But to me, in college, ba-boom, cha-ching, I cracked the code. I'm making money online. I got a downline. This is it. Here we go. So, I kept going out. I kept trying to recruit more people and get more people. But the problem was, no one else was able to recruit any other people. No one else was able to be successful or even make their $12 back. Everyone else was making the list of their friends and their family and trying to get 5 and so we can all get rich. But the problem was, nobody was getting rich. No one could even sign up people except for this one person. And to me, if that one person could do it, everybody I sign up is going to be able to do it. When it came down to it, no one was able to do it except that one person. So I was like, all right, well, obviously it works. I've seen it work. So it must be the beef jerky business. Beef jerky's broken. Let's go find a different business. So over the next few years, I did everything. I sold vitamins. I sold something that made water wetter. I sold super juices. I literally tried every single new business I could find, thinking that's going to be the answer. That's how I'm going to recruit so many people. That's how I'm going to get rich online. And, all these businesses, maybe I would work my butt off and I could recruit maybe one person, two people. But these people, they were never able to recruit anybody. Maybe they were able to get one, if that, but it was never able to replicate, never able to duplicate. No one was ever able to make any money. So, obviously, it never worked. I had that success with beef jerky that many years back. Believe it or not, I still get 2 bags of beef jerky and like $30 a month from them, which I can't complain about. Free jerky and $30, whatever, I'll take it. But I'm looking for bigger results. I'm looking for success here. I'm looking for something that's going to change my life and change the lives of others. But I didn't know how to do it. So I kept on in college. I actually ended up with a bachelor's of elective studies. You know what that means? I don't either. You go to college long enough and finally they give you a degree and tell you to go home. So I got my degree, I got a job, I got a house, I got a dog, I got a new car, living this typical life. But still, in the back of my mind is that thought, residual income, you can work from home, you can make money online. How do I do this? And at that point, I started to learn about niche websites, finding a small target market, creating a website around that, trying to get just a couple hits to it a month, making some money off of like Google AdSense or an affiliate product. I made a couple dollars here, I made a couple dollars there. I even created my own product called the Fish Funeral Kit. True story, Google Fish Funeral Kit. You'll see my little product out there. I made a couple dollars doing that. And I realized, all these niche websites, I can make a couple dollars here, make a couple dollars there. But if I want to make real money, I'm going to need 1,000 of these websites. But I don't have 1,000 different ideas for niche websites. I've been thinking of these for 4 years, and I came up with 3. How am I supposed to think of enough to actually be able to make money? So, this whole time I still had this dream. I'm going to work every single day, trying to figure out niche websites, and still this multi-level marketing, just network marketing, just dug into my head of, how do you get people excited about a product? How do you get them to get excited to recruit other people? How do you motivate? How do you get people engaged and involved? And I knew this, make a list of your 100 friends and family and put up flyers around the neighborhood. I knew that marketing plan didn't work. And I knew there's people who weren't using that plan. People were doing something else to make money online. The big dogs, they weren't making money off their list of 100 friends and family. They were doing something else, and that's what I needed to find out. So I went online to find it. And I came across this business, and all of a sudden, it was like real people. It was like people talking about, here's how to drive traffic. Here's how to make sales. Here's about internet marketing. Compared to the usual, hey, don't have to work. This product just sells itself. Everybody just wants it. So put up a flyer. Everyone's going to see that flyer and want to buy it. Because that's not true. That doesn't work. I'm doing this 13 years. I know that. And finally, people are like, all right, let's find people who want what you're looking for. Let's find out how to really drive that traffic. Let's learn how to make sales. Let's be real here. If you want to make money, you have to make sales. Compared to these business, don't do nothing. No sales needed. No blah, blah. It's just all this hype and puff. And it's like, that's not even a real business model. So to see this group of people who actually made sense, who actually knew what they were talking about, who actually realized, building traffic, making sales, getting leads, teaching people how to do this in a duplicatable fashion. And I was like, boom, like, that's it. Like, this is everything I've learned over the last 13 years, except times 1,000. Like, I understood the very simple, basic concepts, but these people really got it. They knew how to put it into action. They knew how to use it. They knew how to duplicate it. And these people were making ridiculous amounts of money online, and they were showing other people how to do it. Compared to most businesses with the one guy on the top making all the money, trying to get everyone excited. This business, you hear this guy making money. And then, there's this guy making money, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that. And all of a sudden, there's not just one guy. There's people all over the place, making everything from 7 figures a month to 6 figures a month to $1,000 a month to just awesome results being done by people all over the place. And that's what I want to be a part of. That's what I want to learn how to do. 31 years old, I have a typical job, I got a typical life, I got a typical house, but I was not born to be typical. I was born for more. And I knew if I kept following that path that I have been following, I would get the exact same results that I have gotten. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted the opposite of what I've been getting. I wanted something big, something massive. So I realized I'm going to need to take a big, massive change in my life. If I just keep doing boom, 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 I'm going to end up right here. And don't get me wrong. I mean, this is an okay life right here. A lot of people I know have this life, and they do it every day, and they're okay with that, but I'm not. I'm not satisfied. So I realized at that point, I need to make a change. I need to get out of my comfort zone and do something a little bit crazy. So, I had a little bit of a savings. I was working hard to pay off my student loans. I had no credit card debt. I was trying to pay my car payment every month, and a little plan. I even have a little post-it note on my computer screen at work with all the boxes, and every month I could check off a box of my student loans. And I realized, all right, I don't want to do this anymore. So I literally cleared out my savings account. Instead of paying off my student loans, I put everything I had into myself, into investing my time, my knowledge, my heart, my soul, everything I had to be able to make the difference in my life that I want to have changed. Yeah, I could do the same thing, maybe 6 months, a year down the road, I could have my student loans paid off, but I didn't want to dream small. I wanted to dream big, which is going to take big actions. And I didn't want to do it blindly. I didn't want to join the next super juice and, tell my friends and family about it. No, I wanted a real marketing plan, real success strategies, real people, real salesmen, real internet marketers, real people who understand these skills and strategies and could teach them to me. And I needed to surround myself with these people. It wasn't enough just to read their blog post or watch their videos. I need to get there, meet them face to face and find out these strategies, shake their hands, take a selfie with them, and be a part of this community to have this action. One of the best analogies I've heard is it's like watching a sporting event. I mean, if you're sitting at home watching a sporting event on your tiny little TV, it's, okay, I'm watching it. Yeah, this is fun. But going there, being there live, feeling the vibe of the crowd, high-fiving the people next to you, the excitement, the adrenaline, it's a whole different feeling and changes your complete emotions towards the game. And that's what I need to do. I need to change my emotion towards the online business game. So again, this is a longer video than I ever planned it on, but my name is Daniel J. You might have a story similar to mine. Maybe you've been doing this as long as I have. Maybe you've tried everything and haven't had success. Well, guess what? I figured out how to get success. Took me way longer than I ever would have hoped, but I did it. I figured it out. I'm taking the action, and I would love to have you a part of it. So here, connect with me, contact me, get with me on Google+, send me an email, text me, call me, whatever you want to do. If you want to send me a cup of warm cocoa or some hand warmers for this Minnesota winter, even more bonus points for you. But again, I'm going to let you go here. My name is Daniel J. from Maplewood, Minnesota. Look forward to speaking with every one of you soon, and follow me along on this adventure. It's going to be a wild ride, and I look forward to having you there. Thank you.